people face the first and second, you better put somebody out there. There you go, run out, get me! Goodbye.
All right, Jen Freeman just lined out to Paul Parent. Bob Misek is on the pitching rubber. This is Calvin Castine. And the batter here is Pete Boudreau. Ball gets away in right field. The leadoff hitter was Kevin Baker. And let's see, this is Jimmy Joyce. We're at Chazy Central School. Popped up and out of play. Clinton County Firemen's League softball. Chazy being visited by South Plattsburgh, Morrisonville. And it's our first game that we've been able to get to this year. Top of the first inning. Rainy night, so we got our canvas cover on. It's a base hit. Misplayed in center. We're going to have 2 runs crossing and a man at second with 1 out. Jimmy Joyce in at second base. The catcher, Patty Boudreau at the plate. Slow roller to third. Go to first can be a little high and out of play. Danny Collins, the batter. I believe that's Darren Pilon at third base. That is deep. Sacrifice fly, Joyce scores. And Boudreau goes to third. Long fly out there for Dan Collins. Now Pete Boudreau Jr. Ball on. Popped up. It's caught by Dan Parent. Yeah, we're going to go to the bottom of the first. 1 run left. 3 runs in. Chazy coming to bat. And the pitching rubber is Bill Todd for South Plattsburgh, Morrisonville. Paul Parent, the shortstop, will lead off for Chazy. The sun coming out. It's going to be warm in here now all of a sudden. So we may end up taking our canvas cover off our camera. It's a little easier to operate. We haven't got to put up with the canvas cover. That was a strike. Looks like a 3-1 count. To shortstop. 1 down. It's Danny Collins at short. We got Mike Cahoon, the center fielder. Let's see. Patty Boudreau is catching at first base. It's Jimmy Joyce. Second base, Jan Freeman. Shortstop is Collins. Kevin Baker's at third. Ball 1. Outfield, Joe Hayes, Kevin Randall, Pete Boudreau Jr. and Pete Boudreau Sr. are out there. And that was going from left to right. Hit sharply, knocked down by Collins. Just barely got a piece of the glove on it, but he got a whole lot of knee on it. I'll bring up first baseman Craig Bosley. And the pitch. Bosley taken, ball 4. So first and second, potential tying run will come to the plate with 1 out. Dan Parent, the batter. Popped up. Strike 1.
You gotta hold me down so I can't get up. Come on, Dad, straighten it out, buddy.
Strike 2. This one is in play, and it's deep all the way to the bus garage. This is John Bombard running. He's going to be out at the plate.
Come on, Chris. You had to keep him. The ball was right there. Had to keep him.
All right, 2-run score makes it 3-2. Bob Misek, the pitcher, at the plate. 3-2 the score. 2 outs in the bottom of the first. Up the middle, base hit for Misek. Dan Harriman looks at ball 1. He took a line drive to the eye a week ago. He's got a nasty looking left eye.
That plate's a ringer, Bill. Every time you get it, that's a 3-pack.
Tying run at first base with 2 outs here in the first inning. Get back to the pitcher, Todd, over to first to Joyce for the out. 3-2 after 1 here on Hometown Cable, viewer-supported local television. The Women's Soccer League has a game going on the JV soccer field. And we went by the rec park just to make sure these guys weren't there, and there were 2 youth commission games going on. So always a lot of sporting events during the summer. This is Bill Todd. Mike Cahoon. A big Cahooney with a catch. 1 down, a great catch. Beautiful catch. Play of the day so far. Now we have Joe Hayes, left fielder. Strike 1. Strike 2. 26 pitch, swung on, hit to left field. Going to drop in. And a 1-out single for Hayes. Left center fielder Kevin Randall. Top of the second, South Plattsburgh, Morrisonville leading 3-2. Two down, nice play there by Harriman. Now Scott Langen swings at the first offering, drives it into left field for a base hit. Get us to the top of the order, and Kevin Baker. Ball 1. The same story every year. We never seem to get on the mailing list for the nice try. Throw's going to go through and out of play. Nobody backing up to throw at second.
Need a runner, Cap? Take first, Cap. Daryl! What's up, man?
Not sure if the pitcher was backing up third or home or where, but nobody backing up that throw to second. So it's second and third, 4-2 the score. Jen Freeman, the batter. We never seem to get a fireman's schedule. Yeah, we didn't get one yet. Just took a chance that there'd be somebody here. We know that 2 weeks ago, Champlain had a home game, and somebody told us last week they had a home game last week. So that's be 2 weeks in a row, so we figured we wouldn't bother going to Champlain. That's caught by Harriman for the out. And we're going to go to the bottom of the second inning. It's 4-2, South Plattsburgh and Morrisonville leading Chazy here on Hometown Cable. This is Gary Barcombe, left fielder. Todd's pitch, base hit for Barcombe. And he's on with the leadoff single. I'll get us to Darryl Pilon. It's kind of dark. Good thing I'm not in Champlain right now, because I think I'd be rained on. Looks like it's very dark in that direction. We're kind of on the cusp here. It's light skies to our south and dark skies to our north. So depending on which way the clouds drift, it's going to determine whether we get any rain here as we're taping this game. Potential tying run at the plate. Not anymore. Ball 4, so Pilon walks first and second. And Darren Pilon will step in. Ball 1. 4-2 the score. Nobody out here in the bottom of the second. Hit to short. I'm going to go for 2. Throw the first one, not be in time. Runners at the corners. Right fielder Chris. Wait, no, I can't be right fielder. Because I think, well, unless Harriman's right center fielder. Maybe Harriman's right center and he's right. Anyway, he's an outfielder. Chris Baker, the batter. Strike 1. 1 out. Potential tying run at first in the second inning. Base hit for Baker. So we make it 4-3. Move the potential tying run to second and put the potential go-ahead run on at first base. And John Bombard will step to the plate. Top of the order on deck. Looks like Gary Barcombe wants to be on TV. Popped up over the backstop, out of play. Ward Dwight, the manager here for Chazy. Buddy Maggie on the bench over that away. Made out the roster for South Plattsburgh, Morrisonville. Base hit for Bombard. And bases are loaded. Bombard, that says, "Hi, Mom." Now Paul Parent. The bag's full. We're a little bit closer to first than we like to be because of overthrows, but it's the only way we're going to see around Barcombe there. Tying run at third base. Go ahead, run at second. 1 out. Ball 4. It's going to walk in the tying run. Pimo scores. Parent is on at first, and Mike Cahoon, the center fielder. The big Cahoony at the plate. Todd having trouble finding the plate this inning.
There you go. Strike. You move them, buddy.
1-1 to count.
There's another one. Good hit, good hit.
That's a base hit.
Go.
According to my calculation, that makes it 5-4. Chazy. Craig Bosley, the batter now. Mosley ready to charge the mound there. Todd told me better stay put. He'd be in big trouble. On the ground. No throw to first. Another run scores. So fielder's choice. Mike Cahoon running for Dan Parent. Parent has a base hit. Cahoon's going to coast into second. And Mosley's going to stop at third. Second and third with 2 outs. Bob Misek at the plate. And the pitch. That's a gapper. Nope. It's going to score 2. Nice job of hitting the deck there by Todd. 2 runs score, 2 ribbies for Misek. And Dan Harriman, the batter. Harriman, let's see, the 10th or 11th batter of the inning. Chopper to the left side. Not in time, safe at first. Now Gary Barcombe will let off the inning, is up. We're in the second. Chazy having a big second inning. Let's see, 12 batters, 7 runs here in the second inning so far for Chazy. It's going to be caught in right field by, I believe, Boudreau Sr. And we're going to go to the third. 9-4, Chazy leads. Pete Boudreau looks at strike 1. Misek delivers. Popped up. Strike 2 in the trees. Souvenir for a lucky squirrel. Off the glove. And Boudreau will be on with an infield hit. Brings up the first baseman, Jimmy Joyce. Looks at ball 1. Chazy leading at 9-4 in the third. High towering fly. Cahoon makes the catch. And Boudreau goes to second. Now Patty Boudreau. Strike 1. Base hit down the left field, third base line. Whoop. Grass a little wet here today. Danny Collins, who put it all the way to the tennis court fence for a long out his first time up. Pops it up. Out of play. Foul ball. Looks like he's trying to give it a big ride. That's going to drop in. Going to get away. 1 run scores. And 2 Boudreaux score. And Collins ends up at third. Brings up Pete Boudreaux Jr. Soft liner to Pilon at second. And I fell asleep at the switch, threw the ball to first, and on his horse, a wide awake at third, Dan Collins scores. A little bit heads up play by the runner. Todd hits it too short. Mosley with his long legs. Stretches. Paul Parent's throw is semi-accurate. We're going to count up the batters and the runs and tell you what the score is as we go to the bottom half of the third coming up. A lot of youngsters here taking in the ball game. Let's see, this is, we got here, Daryl Pilon batting. 9-7 is the score. Chazy leads in the bottom of the third. Strike to Pilon. Base hit. It's going to get away in center. No advance. With Daryl Pilon on board, Darren Pilon will step to the plate. Ball 1. To third, left-handed third baseman. Nice play there by Kevin Baker. He'll bring up Chris Baker for Chazy. And he's on. Now John Bombard. Pitch. 1 out, 2 on, bottom half of the third. Bombard base hit just over the glove of the second baseman Freeman. Just out of her reach. I think we said this last inning. Bases loaded for Paul Parent. Here's the pitch. Swings, hits it up the middle, base hit. It's going to score 1, probably 2. Who knows? Maybe 2.5. Parents in, and we have 2 runners cross. And it's an 11-7 Chazy. First base is open. Mike Cahoon at the plate. Ball 1. 1 out in the bottom half of the third. 7-inning ball game. No tag. Whoa, didn't score. Should have been tagging at third. I'll bring up Craig Bosley. I believe it's 3-0. First base is open. Mosley takes strike. Dan Parent, the homesteader, on deck. Deep left center. It's going to be extra bases. It's going to chase home 2 runs. Mosley on his horse. He'll be in safely at third. A long line of fast-running Bosleys. Let's see, now we have Dan Parent batting with Mike Cahoon running. Seems like we've seen this act before. Hit to third, over to first. We're going to go to the 4th inning. Chazy leads. 13-7 is the score. Chazy leads. This is Joe Hayes, the left fielder. In the parking lot. Oh, didn't hit anything. Oh, in the truck, in the back of the pickup. That's extra points. Paul Parent grabs it. 1 out. Now Kevin Randall. Strike 1. Strike 2. To left center. Cahoon grabs. 2 outs. Now Scott Langton.
Oh, they're coming back.
He hits it down the left field line and fair base hit. Langton on with a whoop. He's going to stay put here. Hits the rewind and comes back to first base. Now Kevin Baker. Strike 1.
Get out of here.
And Harriman grabs for the out. First scoreless half inning we've had. Nothing across for South Plattsburgh Morrisonville. It remains 13-7. We're going to the bottom of the 4th.
Chris, I didn't hear you, so.
Bob Misek looks at ball 1. Pitch from Todd. Non-starters for South Plattsburgh Morrisonville include Steve Brown, Ricky Sears, Justin Burrell, Jim Collins, Alicia Merritt, and Buddy Maggie. I don't think we've had any substitutes yet. Misek leads off the inning with a single, and Dan Harriman steps in for Chazy. Harriman reaches on the fielder's choice, and Gary Barcombe steps in. In the pitch. Ball 1. Up the middle, knocked down, everybody's going to be safe. Infield hit. Good try there by the second baseman Freeman. Almost made a nice play on it. No error, it's an infield hit. Gets us to Pilon and Pilon. This is Darryl Pilon with brother Darren on deck. His brothers don't get to say they have a brother Darryl and another brother Darryl, but they do say we have a brother Darren, Darryl, and another brother Darren. Bug eye or not, Airman's going to come in. I think he wanted to collide with the catcher anyway. That gets a run in. And Darren Pilon. Here's the batter. Runners at first and second. Foul ball. I think there's still just one out.
Full swing buck.
Hit the short. We get the lead to runner. 2 outs. Brings up Chris Baker, the right fielder. Strike 1. Can't leave till the ball is hit. Both runners had their feet planted. On the bottom of the 4th. Comebacker to Todd, over to first, to Joyce for the out. 2 runners stranded. I think only 1 run scored. So that'll make it 14-7 after 4 full. And it's starting to rain again. Alright, this is not Jen Freeman. Right. Looks like they're coming over with the changes here, but it doesn't help me out. Ball 4, whoever the batter is.
All right, Jimmy. Got somebody going in for me? Yep. Same thing for me, right?
Jimmy Collins, probably.
Buddy's going on first. Going in right center. Steve, bro.
Oh, Buddy Maggie. Foul ball. Hits it back to Misek. Throw to first going to be wide. Nice stop there by Bosley. Jimmy Joyce. Maggie has a runner. Collins is running for Maggie. Hit to short. Goes going to be wide, now to play. Runner Joyce should get third base. He must have had first when that ball was released. He's staying at second. Patty Boudreau will step in as Joyce goes to third. 14-8 now, the score. To the left side. And she'll stop at second. There's Dan Collins. He's safe at second. Steve Brown. up for the first time. Chopped to third, knocked down. Alright, this might be, I don't know who this is here. Strike one to Joe Hayes. Deep left field, it's going to be extra bases. All the way to the Breast Garage wall. Hayes is rounding third, they're going to send him. Three-run homer for Joe Hayes. I believe this is Justin Burrell. Strike one. He's been umping.
All right, get set in there now, Justin. There you go. Nice hit, nice hit.
That's a base hit. Scott Langdon. Hits to center field. Nice catch by Mike Cahoon.
They're moving in on you. That's Mike.
Kevin Baker.
You're gone, you're gone.
Base hit.
Was that down? There. No, it's fair right over there. Get back, Justin.
This will be Jim Collins. Well, Buddy Maggie hits it on the ground. So we go to the bottom of the fifth. We'll check that score. John Bombard, the batter. 14-14 looks like. Ricky Sears is pitching. And Bombard got another base hit. Bottom half of the fifth inning. Paul Parent to the plate. Knocked down, but that's all Collins can do with it. Just load it down. So Parent's on. First and second, nobody out for Mike Cahoon. Strike one. Going to chase home 2 runs. Cahoon will stop at third. And Chazy leads 16-14. Craig Bosley the batter. Nobody out. Strike. Strike 2. Caught it off the fence. But off the backstop is out of play. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Craig Bosley goes down swinging.
Hold off on that till I feel a little better.
And now we have to run for Dan Parent. One out. The 3-0 pitch. Strike one.
Good one, Danny.
Foul ball. Strike two.
Good hit. Good hit, Danny.
Base hit. It's going to drive in a run.
Gary? Oh, no.
Bob Misek, the batter. Pitch from Sears. Line drive, throw to first. Missed the cars. Mosley's at second. He should be at third base because he had first base already. This is Harriman. Throw is wide, not a play. Strike one. Mosley only giving third. This is Barcombe. This is going to be caught. No, dropped. A 2-run score. Those runs cross anyway. These guys are trying to tell me that in any league you only get one base. So you get the base you're going to and one more. So you get 2 bases on an overthrow. You get the base you're going to at the point of release. So if you've already got first, you get third base. This is Daryl Pilon. Strike 3 called.
We're gonna have a lot of beer tonight.
So we're going to go to the 6th inning. Okay, it looks like a 19-14 game. Jimmy Joyce, the batter. All right, Joyce has a runner. And that runner is going to have to run. Patty Boudreau, the batter. Ball one. 19-14, what we're guessing on the score here. The top of the 6th.
Come on, Danny, we need some big here, Danny.
Walk. Boudreau walks. And Danny Collins, a hard hitter at the plate. You want to stay alert. You're on first base here. Nice stop there by Harriman. Or no, it's what was that? Baker. You're right. First and second. Steve Brown at the plate. Pops it up. Harriman grabs. 2 down. No, that's just 1 down. Now Ricky Sears, the pitcher, will step in. Popped up. Out of play. Second full day of summer. Just in time at second. Parent over covering. Just in time. Sears will run or ask for a runner. You'll get a runner. Collins will run for him. And we got Hayes at the plate. Joe Hayes. He got it to the bus garage last time. This time they're waiting for him. Should have found a place in between there to hit it. I think they got a run. I think it's 19-15 as we go to the bottom of the sixth. Alright, this is Darren Pilon leading off the bottom of the sixth. 19-15. Buddy Maggie came over and said he looked it up, and hey, he said I was right. I knew that, but now he knows. You get 2 bases from the where you are in the point of release. You get the base you're going to and the next base. Knocked down at third. Baker fires to first. Safe infield hit.
Let it come down, Chris.
Strike one.
Remember, let it come down. Don't go up for it.
Chris Baker, the batter. Popped up. Oh, it missed Ward. Doggone it. We were all hoping it would hit Ward, but it didn't.
Good level swing now. All right.
All right, next foul ball, he's out. Keeps it fair. Drops in right field. And runners at first and second. All right, now we've got John Bombard.
I like wings. Let's get the pizza, but still. With celery and blue cheese? Or... Yeah. About 10 o'clock at night, too. They really start.
Everybody's safe. Let's see, nobody's out. According to my sheet here, Paul Parent, the batter. No, nothing fancy. I just keep track of who's up and who made the last out. So if I look at my sheet and see there's 3 runners on base and we've only had 3 batters, I can figure out that nobody's out. There's a strike. Parent's been up there a bunch of times in today's game with the bases full. Popped up. Joyce will grab it. 1 down. Yeah, I'll bring up Mike Cahoon.
All right, let's turn 3 even though we only need 2 with this guy.
Pitch from Sears. Got a base hit. It's going to score 2. Bombard should be at third, but he's at second. Craig Bosley now, 21-15. Sounds like the score. 1 out, runners at first and second in the bottom of the 6th. Strike. Chopped to short. No throw to first.
You're running.
Cahoon is all excited, and he found that he has to run again for Dan Parent.
We're trying to help him out. We don't like it.
Runners at the corners. 2 outs. That's going to be extra bases. It's going to score 2 runs. Cahoon is going to stop at second. He's still retired from his previous sprint. The fans wanted 3 bases on that one, but says you'll take 2 and like it. 23-15, Bob Misek, the batter. Ball 1. Pitch from Sears. 1 ball, 1 strike. Through the left side. Cahoon will score. No, he won't. Misek's at second. Cahoon is down. His pinch running days are temporarily halted. Jimmy Joyce over to give him some condolences with a grin. Grinning condolences. Now Dan Harriman to the plate. Whoops. No, hit the kid with the ball there. Strike 1. Second and third. Strike. Line shot, pulled down by Kevin Baker. Beautiful catch. Play of the day. 23-15, I think we go into the 7th. This is Justin Burrell. Score is either 22 or 24 or some other score to 15. They're deciding that as the game progresses here, comparing books. Burrell takes the ball. Ball 4. Well, he walks. And Scott Langton steps in.
We get somebody on third.
Top of the 7th in a 7-inning ball game. Hit to short. Cahoon has come in to play shortstop. This is Kevin Baker. If it's fair, it's going to be extra bases. Gets away in left field. Run number 16 scores. Let's see. Got a runner. Jim Collins at the plate. Through the left side. Throw coming to the plate. Should have gone to second. Keep that runner at first. Buddy Maggie. Right. 23-15 when the inning started. So they were both wrong, apparently. Maggie's on at first, runners at the corners. Now Jimmy Joyce. Ball. Strike. Runners at the corners. Foul ball. Base hit. First and second. Ball got away. Burrow goes to third, and runners at second and third now. Now Patty Boudreau, or Boudreau. Ball. First base is open. Foul ball, strike two. South Plattsburgh, Morrisonville, at bat. Chazy in the field.
There you go,
Knocked down by Pilon. Oh, had to play at third. It's going to go stay in play. 2-run score. Oh no, it does go out of play. I'm sorry. The out of play line is right here. About 10 feet away from the foul line. Well, we just might see a bottom of the seventh here after all. This is who is this? This is Collins, Danny Collins. It's through the wickets into right field. Boudreau will score, and Collins is at second. 1 out, and let's see here. Stephen Brown is the batter. Let's see, Burrow let it off. We'll try to figure out how many runs have scored here. 2 outs. Collins better stay put. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10th batter, Ricky Sears. 10 batters. 3 outs. I should say 6 runs in. 23-21 according to my calculations. 23-21. To Bosley, and that's going to be the game. Chazy hangs on to take it 23-21. Lord Dwight says, I don't know what the final is, but 23-21. Lord thinks they got a bat, but they don't have to bat. The game is over. 23-21 is the final. Just too many runs scored here. Too many runs scored to try to keep track of. 23-21. Chazy defeats South Plattsburgh, Morrisonville. That's the way it was. Viewer-supported local television, hometown cable. Win or lose, guys, this is TV worth your support. Our thanks to those of you who are watching and supporting our ongoing efforts. Hometown cable. The viewers, the people's, the public's television. We are a few seconds into the game. Peabody's Women's Summer League. Looks like most of the ladies have taken the night off. Only 6 players for the red team, 5 for the orange. The red team is Phillips Law. Orange team is O'Connor Dentistry. Basket's good by Bobby Havens.